Hey, it was Adam Fotex, but now one here, and I'm back on some Madden 15 Ultimate Team, and I was planning on posting my tip today about the defensive cheating, but for some reason, it does not work all the time on all Madden. I have no idea why that is, so I'm going to go back into the lab and figure out the best strategy to beat the CPU, forcing the pass every single down, because right now, it works occasionally, and on all Madden, the game cheats. It really does cheat to the point where it's just frustrating, but it works on all pro, rookie, just on all Madden. It just does not work like I thought it would. It worked last year in Madden 25 and worked in Madden 13, but for some reason, it does not work in this year's Madden, which makes it all the more frustrating. So anyway, we got some new Team of the Week cards and packs, and I'm probably not going to pull any packs right now. Let's check the cards out anyway in the auction block. I did buy one of them, and that was that Loki. That's not Loki. What the hell am I talking about? What is his name? The safety for the Bengals, who's 6'4". That guy's just tall. Yeah, Loki. I don't know how to say that guy's name. Jordy. I bought him for around 6,000 coins. He's 6'4". I'll show you his attributes at the end of the video so you guys can check him out. But I really want to pick up this Kyle Fuller. This guy is going to be an amazing talent for the Bears. Unfortunately, Charles Woodson went out, but this guy came in the game and played really, really well. His card right now is 17,000 coins, and it will get cheaper. Surprised not cheaper right now, because considering the All-Pro Pack bundle, I know some people bought that, but maybe those cards are hard to pull. 91 speed, 89 man coverage, 93 zone coverage. That's amazing right there. His awareness is kind of low, but this guy is going to play well for my team. And right now, hopefully I can get a lot of players that I want for my team, because I have nobody that I'm really interested in. A lot of players I want on my team are either going for a lot of coin or they're just not worth the coin. And I think Kyle Fuller I have to pick him up when his price comes down around 10,000 coins this week. All right, so this Deshaun Gibson kind of confusing me. It doesn't make any sense why this guy is an 85 overall. His attributes don't look impressive to me at all. Like, is that an 85 overall safety? Now, I know the attributes in the game lie, but he doesn't seem worth it. 89 speed, 82 hit power. Like, he has good acceleration, but I just don't see the value in this guy's card at all. Am I missing something here? Like, he seems like a pretty run-of-the-mill safety, and I'm not arguing the price. The price is high because this guy is needed for that Chandler Jones collection, but he just does not seem to be worthy of this 85 overall card at all. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. He has good press for a safety, but man, there's some shenanigans going on down there. Yeah, I know Guru's a big Browns fan. You can't keep giving these Browns high overall cards for having a good week. It doesn't make any sense. He had 8 tackles, 1 pass breakup, and an interception returned for a touchdown. So that's, yeah, not an 85 overall card. Kyle Fuller would make a better strong safety or free safety than this Deshaun Gibson would. Now, the hot ticket this week is this Jordy Nelson. I really wanted to pick up the 86 or 87. I'm not too sure what overall it is, because last year he was an amazing talent wide receiver. This year, I'm probably not going to go that direction. I'm thinking about picking up a bunch of players I have yet to play with in this game. And one I want to pick up is Sammy Watkins. This guy is an amazing wide receiver, one of the best college receivers I've seen play in a while. Check him out real quick. 92 speed, kind of wish he was faster than that, but I can deal with it. 84 catching traffic, 90 catching, 89 spec catch. A pretty tall wide receiver at 6'1". Not Mike Evans or Kevin Benjamin size, but that's a pretty good wide receiver. Not bad. Got a good card. He had a good week at the right time, because I think last week Kelvin Benjamin had a better game than this guy did this week, but for some reason, sort of every other wide receiver last week. Everybody last week had a great game. You had Calvin. You had the guy from that team that I can't think of right now, and I'm not doing this over. So anyway, that Sammy Watkins card is really nice. I might have to pick him up. Anybody else on this offense I want to see? Bobby Rainey, halfback, probably going for around 5,000 coins right now. Halfbacks have no value in this game, which is very fun. So if you guys are struggling to find a good halfback, just go ahead and go to the auction block and find one you guys like, because it's like they're all cheap. Moreno's like 5,000 coins. He's 85 overall. This Bobby Rainey's around 5,000 coins. He's 84, 89 speed, 88 carry, 90 elusiveness. Anything else on this guy's card that's amazing? Nothing at all. Pass blocking is pretty high for a halfback, but not too impressive. I can't believe Kirk Cousins got a card and he's a higher overall than RG3. That's kind of makes no sense. RG3 is the better talent. It's only 2 years since he was Rookie of the Year, and I don't understand why Kirk Cousins gets all his love, man. I know he had a good game. He had 2 TDs, 22 of 33, but didn't the guy from the Rams, like, what was his name, Austin Davis, that backup quarterback going in for, is it Kellen Clemens, because he got hurt as well, or he's just not good? Didn't he have a good game as well against the Bucs? So don't understand Kirk Cousins getting a card in the first place. He had a good week. I mean, unless Jay Cutler's coming out Friday with the Outsiders, which I'll touch on later, I think they give the card to the wrong quarterback. Next up, we got the Antonio Gates, and it's kind of weird what they're doing because if a guy has like a 70 overall card, they jack up his overall to something ridiculous high. But if he has already like an 83, 84, they pretty much raise it 2 points, and that seems kind of weird to me. Like, I understand it trying to make this game slowly progress, but I honestly think that cards who have like a 74 overall, I think the Tashawn Gibson was a 74 overall free safety. I don't understand the 11-point rating jump. But anyway, this Gates card is not bad. They did lower his awareness by 1 compared to his 84 overall card, which doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe an omission right there, but this card is expensive because it's in a collection for that Jordy Nelson, which means that it's going to be going for a lot at the moment. If you guys want to get tight end, you can go ahead and pick up the Julius Thomas. You can go ahead and pick up the what's the other guy? The 84 Antonio Gates. You got Jared Cook. There are plenty of tight ends in this game going for a cheap price, but this one going for 67,000 coins. I just don't see the upgrade over the 84, considering that the attribute look kind of similar. Here is Jordy Nelson. This guy, 91 speed. I think he got a +4 speed increase. An amazing card. 96 catching traffic, 93 catching. Just an amazing card. I want to buy this guy's card, but I'm going to go ahead and hold off. If I do get Jordy Nelson, it's going to be the 86 overall. And I'm liking what they did. Last week, I didn't do one of these videos because I kind of forgot about it. But this week, getting right back to the swing of things, I'm liking how we can now auction off these cards. Last year, it kind of annoyed me that you really could not sell the card after you put in a bunch of time doing solo challenge to get one measly collectible, and after you go to the auction block and buy all the collectibles or go to the pull packs for them. It didn't make any sense because there's no value. Like, you're putting money into the game and not really getting any return for your investment besides the card you can't sell. That's going to be obsolete in the next upcoming week. So I'm happy this year they're giving people a chance to go ahead and collect the cards and sell them if they don't like the way they play. So that's pretty cool. Here's Chandler Jones, by the way. Another guy who deserved this card. 8 tackles, 2 sacks, 1 block field goal, and a touchdown. And that is just a quick rundown of the new items and packs and the new sets. And right now it is Tuesday, and you guys are seeing this. We should be getting the outsiders for the new cards coming out on Friday. On Wednesday, I'm pretty sure it'll be Wednesday for the DVOA. And I hope that it's going to be some amazing cards because we kind of got a lot of players got shafted. Like, a lot of players got shafted with the outsiders or with the fantasy cards this week. Brandon Marshall had an amazing game. Didn't get a card this week so far as we know at this moment. Jake Cutler, great game. No interceptions, 4 touchdowns, an amazing game. But yet Kirk Cousins got a card. Like, I mean, Kirk Cousins should have got an outsider based off like DOV and all that. They go with the underrated player. Like, Jake Cutler wasn't underrated. He had a really great game. No card. Now, Aaron Rodgers had a good game as well, but he already has like an 87 overall card. I'm not too sure how much they could have done there, but he had a really good game as well. Ryan Kerrigan had 4 sacks. That entire racist defense. I like saying that. The entire defense had what was it? I think I heard 10 sacks. I think I might be wrong. That sounds kind of unbelievable. They had 10 sacks. That's not possible. But Kerrigan having 4 sacks, that's just crazy. Now, I know it's against the Jaguars, but I mean, 4 sacks is 4 sacks, and the guy needs to get a card. And I really want to know what they're going to do because I don't think we're going to get 2 elite cards this week. They're really enjoying the 24-hour time period. They could do what they did last week with Jason McCourty and give us I'm trying to think, what is the gold? What is overall a gold Kerrigan? Is he like an 81? I'm not too sure Kerrigan's gold card overall. It might be 84. I think it might be 84. They might just give us an 86 Kerrigan and probably like a 91 Brandon Marshall. Maybe that might be what we get this weekend. I really want to see a Jake Cutler. I really want to see some players who had good weeks that got no shine this week because a lot of these cards lead me to believe these guys don't really watch too much football. Hey, and that was what I kept saying last year. If you guys went with the channel, I kept saying dartboard theory. So this dartboard theory I created was pretty much me throwing shots at EA, throwing some shade at them because I find it hard to believe they watch football. Last year, they didn't give me any reason to believe they watch football because the way they operated with some of the new cards coming into packs, and they left up all the hard stuff to the outsiders. Now, it's cool. I'm happy for cards coming out on Friday, but if you're outsourcing, if you're outsourcing to another company to basically give you a list of cards to make, that doesn't seem like you watch football too much to understand what's going on. So that's pretty much why I created the dartboard theory, because I don't think they watch football and they pretty much just go to the fantasy numbers, see who had a big week, and they say, all right, let's go ahead and put all these guys on a board and we'll throw darts at them because these guys don't have any consistency. The consistency doesn't make any sense to me, and hopefully in the upcoming weeks they decide to be more consistent when it comes to giving cards, giving people cards who deserve them. Like, I'm trying to think, who was that halfback? Like, who was that halfback because we had a bunch of yards that didn't get a card? I'm trying to think, who was that guy? I am out of it right now. I'm going to go away, and I'm gonna come back with my next video. Hopefully it is a lot better than this one. This one was kind of bad. Like, it wasn't my worst, but it was kind of bad. Anyway, folks, that's the video. I'm the Texas Boy, and I am out of this mother bleeper. Oh, I just remembered that halfback was Giovanni Bernard. This man had an amazing game, and yet he didn't get a fantasy card. So I want to see some more consistency when it comes to fantasy cards. I want guys that actually had the top performances either get one of those fantasy cards, or if I'm proven wrong, maybe get an outsider. But I want to either see a lot more cards in packs and maybe bigger collections, or I just want to see the right guy get a card. Because, like, who wants Bobby Rainey? Like, who was clamoring saying Bobby Rainey? Like, the Buccaneers lost. Like, the Bucs lost, and nobody's clamoring for a Bobby Rainey card. I don't think there's anybody who say, yo, I really want that Bobby Rainey to get him a Team of the Week card because he had a great game. No, they lost the damn game. Like, that should be a requirement. How about this? If your team loses, you should not receive a Team of the Week card. Like, I don't care if you have 100 touchdowns. Well, that might be kind of OD. Might deserve an outsider because underrated. But, like, if you don't have a touchdown, your team lost, that's amazing. Like, that's crazy. But I don't understand, like, the list. Go look at the list right now of the fantasy leaders. You had Giovanni Bernard, at least in my league, 22 points. Now I upped the scoring just a little bit. Ahmad Bradshaw from Monday night had 22. Darren Sproles 23, which makes sense. Those guys aren't going to be getting cards on Monday because they're playing on Monday night. Now Davis had 21 points. Arian Foster had a good game as well. Like, who the hell was clamoring for, like, Bobby Rainey? Like, come on, EA. I know you guys kind of watch these videos sometimes. Can you guys be more consistent? Like, can you guys, like, just call me. Like, hit me. You follow me on Twitter anyway. Just hit me up in the DM and be like, yo, Texas, who should we add this week? And I'll go look at the list and say, you know what? Out of these three backs, pick one of those three. I know Arian Foster, 86 overall card. I know probably Giovanni Bernard has a good card as well, but it's not right to punish them because they have good cards already and then give a guy like, not Giovanni Bernard, give a guy like Bobby Rainey a 84 overall card, whatever the overall is on that guy's card, just because you don't want to give Arian Foster 87 elite. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever, but hey, that's just my take on it. If you guys agree or disagree, let me know in the comment section below. But man, this was bad still. Like, this was still bad. Like, I came back with all this passion and it was still bad. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my rantings and ramblings. I plan on doing more of this stuff. I like just getting on the microphone and talking, especially now that I'm getting more comfortable doing it. I'm still not the greatest speaker because, like, right now I'm still talking. Like, why am I still talking? But anyway, like, I'm not the greatest speaker, but I feel like I'm getting better at it. And I think now I'm going to probably either start a podcast or I'm just going to start talking about random things in videos. So either way, folks, hope you guys enjoyed me ranting, rambling, and my mumbling and my hot sports takes on EA Sports Dartboard Theory. I'm the Texas Boy, and I am out of this mother bleeper. Oh, I'm back again. I don't know. I can't leave, y'all. I can't leave off the bad video. I got to make it better. All right, so Antonio Gates got a card which was well-deserving, but looking at the fantasies points, which is what these guys go off of, I would assume, maybe not, maybe I'm just speculating, maybe I'm over here making false accusations, I guess you would say, but Laney Walker, man, like, there's so many cards that deserve, like, there's so many cards that, like, deserve a new upgrade card. I don't know how they're going to do it. I have no clue on how they're going to do it because Laney Walker had 30 fantasy points and Antonio Gates is 27. Like, how are they going to squeeze Brandon Marshall, Laney Walker, Giovanni Bernard, Arian Foster, Brandon Marshall, Jay Cutler? Like, there's a lot of players that had great performances this week. How are they going to squeeze all those guys out with the Football Outsiders on Friday? It doesn't seem plausible. Somebody's going to get left out, and that shouldn't be the case. I'm telling you. EA, contact me. You got my number. Yeah, I'm out for real this time. I'm out for real. I'm out. I'm leaving. Peace.